Oh, right. Look at
Redfish,
that. What's up,
redfish, redfish.
people? How are you?
Hi, everyone.
All right.
Hi.
Welcome to the Resentments.
We've already got guests piling up in our Facebook feed. Got a few folks on YouTube. Yeah, it's happening, man. This
like
shit's
a
going
pile-on.
down.
How many people? How many people, redfish?
Yeah, how many people?
8,000.
It's about 8,000.
We're 8 thou? 8 large?
The usual 8 large. That's
Yeah.
how it starts.
Yeah. Like Sunday nights, you know.
I dig it.
Just like Sunday nights at the Saxon.
Speaking of that, a golden child's got a guitar in his hand and a mouth on his face. And
Oh,
that means
man,
he's
don't-
ready.
Don't even get me started. Who all
He's
here?
ready.
Oh, it's good to see you guys.
Yes, it is.
Everybody, yeah.
Well, good evening. All right.
What was that?
That was the beginning of a hard day's night.
It sure was.
I miss playing with you guys. Millions of us got a good reason to want a thing that feels alright. Someone who can hold the wrong, hold the tongue, hold you tight, yeah. Everybody's a mirror, baby, reflecting their own rules within. You better keep this one thing straight. It's all about beginning, got to dig it up to get it in. You start to shine, gonna be right on time. Everyone's a mirror, baby, reflect the light inside your mind. Talk, talk, baby, baby, don't say your word. Sing your little songs instead while I'm stretched out here on the bed. Don't underestimate the power of you and me together. We could feel the world with feeling so. Ain't nothing we can't do. You and me together, we could feel the world with feeling so. Oh. Talk, talk, baby, baby, don't say a word. Sing me little songs instead while I'm stretched out here on the bed. Yeah. Don't underestimate the power of you and me together. We could feel the world we're feeling so. Ain't nothing we can't do. You and me together, we could feel the world with the sun. Thank you, Happy.
He's a bad man.
That's wonderful.
That was a warm up.
He is a
good
bad, bad man.
So nice.
Me and Plank were dancing.
Yes.
All that.
I was
Yeah, did you see that? It's
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah.
called man dancing.
Yes.
hey now.
Canadian man dancing.
Yes, it is. I've been teaching.
Yeah.
I'm giving
He's-
lessons on Zoom.
Yeah, he's got a webinar.
It's called Canadian Man Dancing.
Yeah.
It's aptly
You're
titled.
scary.
Hey, in all seriousness, how's everything balanced? Is it okay over here?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't know if it could sound any better.
Oh,
Wow, listen to that.
yeah.
When you got
Batteries up.
when you got a Canadian man dancer giving you that kind of support, that's
Focus.
You're
Yeah.
on easy street.
Larissa says
We
turn up
don't yodel. We don't yodel.
Larissa says turn up the vocals, Bruce. Hey, good to see everybody. It's so nice to see everybody. I'm real excited because that new Tom Petty Wildflowers super reissue just dropped on Friday, and I'm waiting for my Waterloo Records delivery to come to me. But so I've been holding off on listening to the old version. But I wanted to do the song to celebrate that. It's I don't think I've ever missed somebody that I didn't know more than I missed Tom Petty. I honestly can say that. I don't. When I was a little kid, I was real sad when John Wayne died, and that was about a few months of sadness. But for a guy that I never met, who I did see plenty of times, but I don't know. Country's never been the same. Waiting by the side of the road for day to break so we could go down into Los Angeles with dirty hands and worn out knees. Ooh, I just keep crawling back to you. Ooh, I just keep crawling back to you. The ranger came with burning eyes. The chambermaid awoke surprised. She thought she'd seen the last of him. She shook her head and let him in. Ooh, I just keep crawling back to you. Ooh, crawling back to you. Hey baby, there's something in your eyes trying to say to me that I'm gonna be alright if I believe in you. It's all I have to do. Well, it was me and my sidekick. He was drunk and I was sick. Caught up in a barroom fight till an Indian shot out the lights. And I'm so tired of being tired, and sure as night will follow day. Most things I worry about, they never happen anyway. Ooh, I just keep crawling back to you. Ooh, I just keep crawling back to you. Ooh, crawling back to you. I just keep crawling back to you.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Right on, Scrappy. That was gorgeous.
The great
Judy over there on Facebook said 54 songs. So
It is.
that's,
Oh yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, yeah.
Huh?
you know, and it's just, yeah, we're feeling you, man. That's so beautiful.
Thank you so much. I love that tune. And now, ladies and gentlemen, with a little further ado,
Just a little.
just a wee bit of ado.
Wee bit.
Nothing wrong with a bit of ado between grown men. I give to you now, live from Austin, Texas, somewhere in 30 stories underground in a titanium secured bunker, Mr. Dr. Miles Zuniga. He's muted though. He's muted. Unmute yourself, child. Unmute thyself.
I think I've graduated to not having to unmute myself. How did that happen? I don't know. The people laugh and the people stare. We're all here 'cause we're not all there. When blows around, call me loco, baby, I don't care. We're all here 'cause we're not all there. When blows around, some folks are strivers, 9-to-5 jivers. I never could keep a job. You can call me crazy, man, I just don't care. We're all here 'cause we're not all there. The wind blows around. Woo-hoo. Some people judge us, resent and begrudge us, just 'cause we like to have fun. Call me crazy, man, I just don't care. We're all here 'cause we're not all there. The wind blows around. The wind blows around. Ooh, the wind blows around.
Right on.
Yeah.
Like it.
Excellent.
Fantastic.
Hey.
Not bad.
That's great.
Not bad.
Good.
I'll say.
That's
I'm
great. Is
sorry.
that a new one, Miles?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Miles,
brilliant.
I
that's
like
fantastic.
it.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
Thank you. It's a true
This is
story.
why I'm the luckiest drummer in Austin, Texas, because on any given night, one of these four dudes will whip out something like that, and we're all just like, "What the?
What? What the?
Wow,
Yep.
that was
Yeah,
fantastic."
Thank you. That was the one I wanted to do for the acapella, but I just couldn't, like, it seems so straightforward, but really, I don't know. You try to put a drum, like if you were there, John. It could
I already know
right
the beat
away.
to go to it. Yeah, let's do it. We'll do an acapella for that.
All right, okay.
Yeah,
Just,
yeah,
throw,
yeah.
just throw a little "Tomorrow Never Knows" underneath that mofo, and you'll be
Exactly.
Fantastic.
And now,
Don't overthink it, baby.
Hey, baby, you're beautiful just the way you is.
Well, Jeff, how you gonna follow that? That's what I want to know.
I'm gonna follow it with a little bit of grease.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get greasy. I'm gonna get greasy, so we go down easy. I give my love, I give my life, I give my body and mind. We were inseparable, I guess I gave you all of my time. And now you plead insanity, you don't even know the score. Why can't you learn to play the game? Baby, don't you know that you need more? You need another lover, like you need a hole in your head. Baby, 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 you know there ain't no other that can do the duty in your bed. We were brothers, sisters, united all for love. Now all of a sudden you try to fight it. You say you've had enough. Even though we had big fun, you want another someone. You're happily ever after, be as sure as there's the sun. Oh, I'm gonna be the one you don't understand. Face to face, I'm telling you, baby, down on my knees. Yeah, you need another lover, like you need all in your head. Baby, 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 you know there ain't no other that can do the duty in your bed. You need another lover, like you need a hole in your head. Baby, 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 you know there ain't no other that can do the duty in your bed. It's gonna be right if it don't clap your hands, if it don't make that funky stand. Gonna be right if you don't clap your hands, if you don't make that funky stand. You know there ain't no other.
Yeah.
thought you were trying to play Stairway to Heaven. It sounded like Zeppelin at the beginning.
That's cool.
That was awesome.
Oh, that's
Mountains.
Awesome.
I love
Oh,
that.
somebody knows that album.
Oh, Prince.
Larissa, I love that album too. Yeah, that was a Patreon thing last month that I did with Yogi, and it was we were talking about how we were going to do that song because I used to play it a lot with my old band, and with Brennan and Yogi and the fellas, we used to play it kind of up tempo, and he was like, "Man, I want to make a ballad out of it," and I went, "Ooh." So I'm mostly playing Wurlitzer on that song, but it's really, really fun to treat it differently. I love that song.
Yes.
Well, I like the Ravi Shankar-ish quote. Thank you, Sandy.
Did you end up getting Sign of the Times yet?
No, I haven't gotten that yet. But it's very, very good. But I did get reminded of one thing just now. It just popped into my head. I want to send a very, very special shout out right now to my outlaws. And Colin and Lorraine, I'm thinking about you right now. And we all want to send a little bit of love.
Yes.
Some condolences. They lost Abby this week, and they've had Abby was a beautiful little dog. They've had her for 15 years, and we're just sending some love. That's all. Send everybody send him the love, and Abby was a real sweet dog, and we
Very
all
sad.
know how incredibly hard that is. But as I turn it over to Redfish Corner, John, are you there with me, buddy? Are you here?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby.
This one's for the dogs.
Are you going to do the one for the dogs?
I am. Yeah, this goes out to you guys. It's really hard, and the reason why it's so hard is because dogs are way better than people.
No kidding.
Most animals are.
Yep.
Dogs especially.
We're the worst of the animals.
Unconditional love they give.
This is for you guys.
They teach us a lot.
All right.
Oh boy, it's the dog song.
I think today is going great because I woke up this morning. The news stayed off my radar. I want no political warning. I made waffles. I had coffee. A side of bacon. Nothing can stop me. I think today is going great because I woke up this morning. My friends have 12 legs between them. They like walking in sunshine. We go by Walgreens and a head shop making circular beelines. We head northward. We took a left. He peed on everything. We all ignored him. My friends have 12 legs between them. They like walking in sunshine. Me and my friends are straight up kicking some ass. They like crunchy treats. Sometimes they like to eat grass. They got balls in the yard. They chase a squeaky ducky. Should you cross our paths, consider yourself lucky. Ooh. They are so cool. They can nap wherever they want to. If you're on balance, they auto-sense and try to console you. They don't like lemons or taking baths. Afraid of kitty. They are so healthy. They are so cool that they can nap whenever they want to. Me and my friends are chilling royally flush. Don't give them cheap food, cause they won't eat that much. They want nothing to do with your humanoid problems. They say we didn't cause them, and we ain't about to solve them. Boom. No, no, no.
Minute.
Bravo! Bravissimo! Bravissimo!
So good,
About
man.
that.
So funny.
Oh, look at there.
Just being silly.
Oh, you should do it. Do one of those every week, man. Those are fantastic.
That's some serious business right there, Morocco.
Yeah.
Miles, do you remember the video for Coming Up where McCartney played all the instruments? Oh, he's muted. Oh.
What I remember most about that was
the drummer.
No, well, yeah, the drummer was excellent with his hair.
Yeah,
But
his
that was
beard.
like 1979, I think.
Yes.
And Townsend had released Empty Glass at the same time.
Oh.
So basically, on all those shows like Midnight Special or whatever would be on, and they show those videos, you'd see Coming Up, but then you'd see Rough Boys or something. And it was pretty good.
Such a great song.
Yeah.
The streets.
I just remember being so disturbed by the McCartney drummer because he played everybody in the band, but the drummer, he just had one of those beards with no mustaches. And he had this weird look on his face. It was like it was very, very scary McCartney, which is not what you're used to.
Right, the Buddy Holly guy.
That was nice. That was nice.
It was cool.
Look at the Lemon Boy.
Oh, there's Webster.
Mini.
Yeah. Webster, and
look at
and Scarlett.
We're looking at dogs for everybody online. Yeah. We're looking at dogs. We're actually on the 16 views, so they can see.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, man.
They're the best. Look at those eyes. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Golden Child is returning to the stage after a 20-minute hiatus. And,
brief sojourn, I'd like to call it. I did something interesting this week. I was part of an enormous Zoom gathering to raise money for Pennsylvania, and it was a gathering of Rob Reiner, Michael McKean, Christopher Guest, and Harry Shearer, where they sat and talked about the lead up and the making of Spinal Tap.
How was that?
It was incredible, insightful.
Are you going to play Big Bottom for us?
No.
Ah.
But if we all get together with some basses, I've got a double.
Talk about mud flaps. My girl's got them. I mean, that's some great lyric writing right there.
It really is. There was a couple of nuggets that came out of that experience. The primary one was that not only did Michael McKean and Christopher Guest, who played, they were involved with National Lampoon recordings from the early 70s on, and Harry Shearer as well. Not only did they write all that music, but they all played it live. All of that footage is actually them recorded multi-track live.
Wow.
And they said that was the part where where the sauce met the pan. That was like the most terrifying and most rewarding part of the whole thing was they had to bring it.
Bruce, when I was playing with Marsha Ball back in 99, 2000, we played at Jimmy's in New Orleans.
Yeah.
And it was about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, going crazy. And Marsha Ball invites Harry Shearer up on stage, and he takes Don's bass and played bass for like 3 songs. And all I could do the whole time on stage is like, I'm playing with Derek Smalls.
Let me out.
Derek freaking Smalls. That was the highlight of my musical career.
I have to say, I just want to interject this. There was a point in my life and career where I couldn't watch Spinal Tap anymore because everything in that movie had happened to me. I had the Hello Cleveland moment. I had the Hello Cleveland moment where we couldn't find the stage. I had the review where they might as well have said shit sandwich. The only thing that never happened was I was never in a band where we all had the cold sore. I never had a band where we all had the cold sore that went around, if you catch my drift.
I used to say that all roads lead to tap.
Yeah, pretty much, right?
And yeah, I used I used to think that I was above all that, and I would never find myself in any kind of Spinal Tap situation.
And
then one day you're in a field somewhere and you can't hear yourself and you're trying to sing harmony and you're going, the children woke up and they couldn't find them. They left before the sun. Okay, it even sounds like Spinal Tap lyrics.
Since my baby left me and I found a new place to dwell.
Our producer had never seen it before. I said, you got to watch Spinal Tap sometime during this record. We gotta watch Spinal Tap. So one night he finally goes, okay, I'm ready. Let's watch this fucking movie. So we go to the lounge and we're watching Spinal Tap. And the movie's only like 90 minutes. It's not even, it's like 75 minutes. About halfway through, he goes, this movie's not funny. This is fucking depressing. And he left. He couldn't take it. It was too real for him. All the things that happen.
That happens.
Yeah.
I've just got one question.
A practical question.
A practical.
Well, Bruce, sorry about that long intro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I took over for you there.
Fine. Actually, I let up. It was a lot of fun for me because I have
perfect.
a long history with the Tap, and in fact, I was lucky enough to play Glastonbury in 2009, and while I was there, was the year that Tap was headlining. They were doing their world tour, and they played Glastonbury, and they invited the entire world to come see them. And so I snuck over to watch their show, but I had to do a thing for BBC 4, and so I could only watch 2.5 songs, and then I had to go. And I was pissed because the whole reason I wanted to play Glastonbury wasn't to play Glastonbury; it was to see Spinal Tap.
Have
you seen the interview with Tufnell when he says?
So anyway, I'm over at BBC 4, sitting on a toadstool, waiting to play the pop song with the pop singer that I was playing with, and in comes Spinal Tap in full costume, and Michael McKean as Mr. St. Hubbins was holding his ear like this, going, "I can't hear you. I can't hear you. You need to turn it up. I can't hear a thing," because of course we were playing acoustically. Awesome. And that was the full circle moment for me.
Yep, that's awesome.
End of story.
What you got?
All roads lead to Tap. I love it.
All roads lead to Tap. This has nothing to do with Spinal Tap. I don't even know what it has to do with. Oh, it has everything to do with what's happening. That's what it has to do with. A relatively new song, so it could be kind of rough. Hang on tight. Hold up, if you think that we can make this a whole thing better, let's start it right away. Hold on to me just a little bit tighter. Together we could make a change. Go on. Let those problems fall down. Watch them fade away. Rise up with your shoulders wide and your head in the center. No one can erase the page. You write with your breath and the fire that glows in the middle. Who set the place ablaze? Go on. Let those problems fall down. Watch them fade away. I know it feels like it's never gonna change, but it does when you say, hold up. Don't you think that we can make this a whole thing better? Let's
Let's start it right away. Hold on, I think if we can make it just a little bit longer, together we could make the change. Wake up, we can make this whole world a whole lot better. Together we can make it work, I know we can. Let those problems fall down, watch them fade away. I know it feels like it's never gonna change, but it does when you say, hold up, if you think that we can make this whole thing better. Let's start it right away. I mean, what are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? Rise up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm particularly fond of the ending.
Gotta switch.
Awesome.
Gotta switch my monitor.
Awesome.
That was nice.
Very encouraging.
Rhonda over on Facebook says, love this song, Bruce.
Yeah.
Why am I echoing?
Also, somebody said crank it up to 11.
Oh.
I got a couple of those. Both Holly and
Yeah.
Sandy said that.
That's a fun song to play on.
I mean, it goes up to 11, doesn't it?
And then the question was posed just now on Facebook, how did you get so smooth?
Wait a minute. You asked him that.
Years of practice, baby.
Yeah.
Who asked that question?
Smooth. That would be Sandy. Sandy asked, how did you get so smooth?
Well,
He's a good plant.
He's not going to tell. You know, I just to complete the round of Spinal Tap stories. One of my favorite. Well, it was a sad. My old friend Ian McLagan. It was a sad time in his life, but because he was in between things and he was struggling with some pretty serious issues. But he lived in L.A. for a long time, and they contacted him about being the keyboard player in Spinal Tap, Rob Reiner and Michael McKean, and he had no idea what if it was about or anything. But they said, "Well, look, just come down to the screening room at Warner's or wherever, and just look, just what you'll get a, you're English, you get the humor and the sort of Monty Python-esque, you'll dig it, and we'd love to have you on board." And so he went down there after a very rough night of probably a great night, but a very rough morning, and I went down to watch it, met everybody, and sat down to watch the screening of this rough cut of the movie, and then he just found himself waking up. It was 3 hours later, and the entire screening room was empty, and they had never called him back, and it was, he basically Spinal Tapped the Spinal Tap people. He lived the rock and roll cliche to the hilt there, to where he the lights
fell asleep.
I feel like that happened to another keyboard player.
Did it really?
Yeah. He was going to play with the Stones and woke up and
Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, we shouldn't. Well, Ivan's got a wonderful career going on right now. So, they're pretty lax organization, but there's a few things they won't stand for. But anyway, so here's a. Whoa, boy. Here's a song I hadn't played in a long time. I was just thinking about this. I hope you live to be 100 and die on Halloween Day. I hope you live to be 100 and die on Halloween Day. Fall off that tree and just blow away. Well, there's a pregnant woman flipping burgers on the grill. There's a pregnant woman flipping burgers on the hot grill. Raspberry pie cooling on the windowsill. She says she come from the country, but the city suits her fine. Says she come from the country, but the city suits her just fine. Oh, I'm proud to say that she's a friend of mine. Said I used to run around with somebody that looked like you. Yeah, I used to run around with somebody that looked like you. Good times was all we ever knew. I hope you live to be 100 and die on Halloween Day. Hope you live to be 100 and die on Halloween Day. Fall off that tree and ooh, just blow away. Down at the mill they drove that horse too hard. Yeah, down at the mill they drove the poor horse too hard. I gave him $700, now he's living in my backyard. You ought to come and see us, honey, you know we always staying up late. You ought to come and see us, baby, you know we always stay up too late. We like to watch them old movies, the ones in black and white. 12 Angry Men, the Misfits, and I knew. 12 Angry Men, the Misfits, and I knew. Out of the past, in a lonely place, coming on soon. I hope you live to be 100 and die on Halloween Day. Hope you live to be 100 and die on Halloween Day. Fall off that tree, just blow away. Then the night is falling, hand me my guitar. When the night is falling, won't you hand me my guitar? I'll pluck a song for you from a distant star. If you relax your eyes, you can see the Milky Way. If you relax your eyes, you could see the Milky Way. Oh, I'm a stranger here, I'm thinking that I just might stay.
Yes.
Bravo.
Nicely done.
Oh, thank you, thank you. That's a
That's
song.
one of our favorites from your newest record.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's well. I just realized, or just occurred to me that it's somewhat seasonal. So I would figure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of seasonal events, I feel compelled to talk about Dr. Plankenstein's
Oh,
Castle of Horrors that's coming up. Tell him about it. Tell him. Tell the
well,
children.
you know what? I'll do it. I will tell everybody about that right after Miles plays his song. But that's a great idea, and I will totally do it.
All right, all right, all right.
That's a fantastic idea. Also, some really, really great comments that I'm just noticing on Facebook about your song there, brother. And wonderful, wonderful things. Haven't heard in a while, Scrappy, really beautiful, etc., etc. There's a bunch of those.
Nice.
And then somebody says, I was wondering how y'all came up with the band name The Resentments. Is there a story behind it? And Scrappy, would you like to take that before we head over to Miles?
Well, there's I think it's a double-edged sword, but the name was you know, from Jeff Moldar's daughter,
Jenny.
Claire. Jenny, yeah. She had a punk rock band for about 17 minutes called The Resentments that Stephen Bruton was hanging out with Jeff, and she mentioned that, and he just said, "That's a great name for a band, and if you guys ever break up, I'm immediately taking that name for a band."
Steal it.
You know, it ties into some other things that were important to Stephen as well, but um, that's it. I mean, that was he was true to his word. Jeff said, "Oh yeah, my daughter, they broke up a year ago." Whatever.
I reached out to her early on in the 2000s, and because we were hanging out, Jeff and Steven, and I reached out to Jenny and said, "Hey, are we good? Are we good about the name?" And she goes, "Yeah, you guys stole it fair and square."
I love that. I love that. Well, just if anybody's also, I mean, resentment is the number one offender. So that's what I like, because there's that old saying, resentment is the number one offender. So it works for us.
It worked. Well, it used to work really well in the early days. It was more apropos than you could probably stomach at this point.
Yeah, right. All right. Sorry about that, Miles. Are you with us?
Everybody's been chastised a time or two since then. So,
not me. Never. I've still got my belt.
I'm going to do this song for Mary. She asked for this. This is a song by the Small Stars that I wrote called Girl Trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Right on.
When you discover that you're not where it's at, and inside you feel like you're dying, and every word comes back to her. Face it, you're no good without her. You got girl trouble, girl trouble. You should have been listening, instead you were talking. Pay attention now, she's walking. Well, you can put away all the plans you made, and you drink every night to forget her. Just let the hours pass in a whiskey glass. Face it, you're no good without her. You got girl trouble, girl trouble. You should have been listening, instead you were talking. Pay attention now, she's walking. Your pride don't mean a thing. Empty house and the phone don't ring, and you miss her so much. Yeah, you do. You miss her so much. Well, you're nowhere, and she's nowhere, but together you kinda make sense. How you lie awake, maybe it's not too late. Face it, you're no good without her. You got girl trouble, girl trouble. You should have been listening, instead you were talking. Pay attention now, she's walking. Pay attention now, she's walking. Pay
Right on.
Thank you, friends.
Yes, you got to get that song to
Thanks for requesting that, Mary. It's great.
I love it. It's a great record.
Yeah.
Thank you. I got to do a shout out to Jeff Groves, who lives in Bulgaria.
Sophia.
Yeah, he lives in Sofia. That might be a good place to move. You know, he's got a country house.
I've always been fascinated with Sofia, Bulgaria.
He has a house and a country house.
Yeah. Well, you know, the name means philosophy. So
He's not a rich man, you know. He just
on the
moved
black.
to
Well,
America
it depends on what you mean by rich.
Right.
Bulgaria now, and you too could afford a house and a country house.
It's just like Bob Marley says, you know, riches is a different thing.
No woman, no cry?
Not even close.
Detention pond.
I'm glad for everybody who's on the internet with us as well, and everybody here who's got the box seats. I'm so grateful to be able to do this, you guys. Staying connected when I'm so far away up here really, really, really means quite a bit to me. I'm sorry?
Dr. Blankenstein.
Yes.
There's a horse in the hospital. Dr.
Wait a
Blankenstein.
second.
There's a horse in the hospital.
Stat. So people are talking. People are asking. We just put up the thing in 2 weeks on Halloween night. We will be doing the 4th annual Dr. Blankenstein's Halloween Horror Show, and it's usually quite a bit of fun. And I have no doubt that it will be again this year. What I'm going to do is we're going to raise money for the nonpartisan group 866 Our Vote, which does everything from, you know, lawyering up people about all sorts of different things, but helping with anti-voter discrimination, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Wow. And so we're going to raise money for that. And we're all going to get together and do spooky songs, and some in costume, some just spooky. And we've got returning people like Kevin Russell from Shiny Ribs, and the entire band again. Madame Radar is going to do a song. This year we've got newcomers like the entire band. Del Castillo is doing a song for us.
Yeah.
Alex just sent me a great message and said they finished their video. And I'm going to run it sort of like a Vincent Price special and just talk to everybody about the videos before we put them up and tell about the bands and stuff like that. So 8 p.m. Central on Halloween night, if you want to do some good stuff to get out the vote and stop voter suppression. And it's really for anybody who believes in our system that way. And it's going to be really fun.
Cool. Yeah.
And so with that, I just thought I'd play this one. Because some of the songs are originals and some of the songs are covers. Here's an old original of mine. Well, the floorboard's creaking, I think it's gonna give, and the tin roof's leaking, but it's where I have to live. The pipes, they are bursting and belching from the tunnel, and it seems that the worst thing is yet to come. But in all of my hatred and despise for this place, well, I'd rather be in here than out in the rat race. This world is too big for me, I am too small, afraid of my shadow. I only crawl into the cellar that stinks of rotten mold. It's dark, dim, and dingy, and a sight to behold. Well, the window's broken, so everyone can see the mess that is me. On my own front door, when she reached for the knob, well, it fell down to the floor. I tried to hide my embarrassment and shame, but it's falling apart. Yeah, there's no one left to blame. Some things I think time will never the cold smell of fear and your stone horror face as you fell through the wall. Well, I knew it was there, and you decided you would never be coming back again. And you know I don't need company, I'd rather be alone. The lines have been down for years, why bother with a phone? Well, the curtains are torn so everyone can see the mess that is me. Yes, master. I could take one step away from what I call home, but I was never born to ramble. I never wanted to roam. I never get letters or check my mail, and the portraits have fallen from rusted nails. And I'm reminded of advice an old friend had to give. He said, if you don't take care of home, where the hell you gonna live? Well, the window's broken so everyone can see the mess that is me.
Oh, yeah. That was good.
Thank you, ladies and germs.
So good.
Thank you so much, ladies and germs.
Oh, that's Vincent Price.
I love that.
I'm going to see you later.
You should sing that as Vincent Price. That would be good.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
The window.
Like, I never heard that old one before, Rhonda. Nice. I'm glad you like it.
That was.
It's. I think it's only on my Patreon though. You can't get it anywhere else for now. But we'll do it for. I might do that one for Halloween. It's a good spooky song.
Yeah.
It is.
I don't know what house I used to live in that I don't live in anymore.
What about a little Brady Bunch video?
Do you think?
Or
is it
I think
time for-
Morocco didn't you
Is
have
it-
something waiting for us?
Is it Redfish's Corner or what are we doing here? Is it Redfish's
Well, yeah,
Corner or
I've got
video?
it. I found it. What video? Well, we've got a whole ton of videos.
Uh-oh. Well, let's just do. Well, it's already 6:30, so let's.
But before we do that,
Talk to me.
we're diving into rare words of the English language.
Oh, good. That's right. Okay.
Whoa.
I'm excited.
And this word derives from the Latin phrase nudius tertius, which literally means
Thank you, bud.
today is the third day.
Neuter.
Do you know what this word is?
Neuter.
No.
Is tertius.
Did you give us the Latin word again?
Nudius tertius, or today is the third day.
Tuesday.
This is a word that used to be in the English language, probably died out before it got here. Nudiustertion.
Oh.
I ordered that key online on that nudiustertion morning and was not expecting it to arrive till next week.
I love it.
You guys thought it was going totally in a wrong direction,
I'm
didn't you?
surprised that one didn't survive.
Every one of you guys thought that was going someplace wrong.
I did not.
Hey, our good friend Doc Tari is on right now, and he says, "Do you know my friend in Rome?"
That's good. Yeah. Pretend. That's from old.
I think we should all, especially because we now know that John Chipman can read.
Yeah,
which is amazing.
It is.
So
the goddamn
because of that, I think the English lesson is just a well important part of this show now.
Well, there's actually a new video that we have out today. If you guys don't mind going a little out of order, it's really kind of wonderful.
A premiere?
I love it.
Yes, it's a premiere by a very good friend of the band's, actually.
Oh,
I know. Fantastic. Check this out. Hold on.
Put on your adult diapers, everybody.
Here it comes.
Already there.
Nice job.
Right on.
Very good.
It was like we were in the same room.
Sweet step.
Excellent.
Beautiful song, Miles.
Excellent.
Thank you. Good job, guys. That was nice.
Nice. Loved it.
I couldn't
Not
stop
bad.
watching. I couldn't stop watching Bruce in front of that window.
Yeah, that was good.
It was.
I know. He looked like a
The imagery
Greek
was
god.
like from that Vincent Gallo movie Buffalo '66. It had
I mean,
this
that's
kind
my
of weird
inspiration.
light
Pretty much
about-
everything.
I was thinking more John Woo. I expected some like doves to fly into the thing and some candles.
It was great.
Oh.
Were you at Michael Stipe's house?
You know, in a way, I'm always at Michael Stipe's house.
Hey, Clark.
I thought it was really interesting that we actually all had like the same lighting, which never happens. But it worked out. It was like all this white-ish thing. Who knew?
There was a filter involved in there. There might have been a.
What was it?
Good.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Right on.
Don't take away the mystery.
Oh no, I'm only adding to the mystery.
What were you going to say? I'm sorry. Somebody was going to say
Who, me?
something. I know I interrupted someone.
Nah.
Bruce, what do you got?
I'm going to play the song that's off of Trap Door. It's a song that I haven't played in a long time, to be honest with you. There's a couple of songs. There was one that I was going to pull out that was the lead-off song for Shorty, but I think I'm going to do this one instead, if I can remember the words. I never count on the stars shining bright, but they do keep my windows open at night. Yes, it's true. I'll be so ready to hold you tight when you sneak into my room. And when the moment's right, I lean in, press my ear up close to your girly friend. You ask me if I feel it too. Oh, baby, I do. Don't let a whisper of doubt enter into your mind. Leave your shoes at the door, let the world behind. Oh, we could spend all night naming every star. Oh, you know it's true. Ask me if I feel it too. Oh, baby, I do. And if only love was as easy as this. When you close, I'll give you a kiss. I never listen when they say it can't be, 'cause baby, it is for me. I insist it's just as easy as one and one equals two. Two of us together, yeah, me and you. Ask me if I feel it too. Oh, baby, I do. What now? And if only everything was as simple as this. When we're close enough to kiss, yeah, I keep on giving you all I got to give. As long as I live, I insist, don't let a whisper down into
shelter into your mind. Leave your shoes at the door, let the world unwind. Ask me if I feel it too. Oh, baby, you know I do. Ask me if I feel it too. Oh, baby, baby, now. Ask me if I feel it too. Baby, you know I do. Oh, you know. You know it's true.
Oh, the sweet soul vibe.
Yeah.
A little song called Baby I Do, fresh off the record released in 2013 called Trapdoor.
Not bad. Halloween song. Nobody knew it was from the point of view of a skeleton this whole time. Baby, I do. Oh, mercy, mercy. Hey, it just occurred to me, y'all have been here all along, but if I know we're getting kind of late in the show, but if anybody has requests for any of us, be sure to
Man, yeah.
shout them out. But
Too
you
late.
already, yeah, well, they already knew it.
I'm kidding.
I still want to hear You're Everything to Me, Scrappy, sometime.
I will.
Whenever.
I will promise I learned that for next show. Yeah, I should play that song more often. It's one of my favorites off of that record. So
Yeah, it's a wonderful one. And it kind of references Mac, the show
Wichita Falls.
Falls, yeah.
I
We
remember.
talked about that.
Oh my God! I remember going to that gig. We played
Iron Horse.
Iron Horse.
Iron Horse
Horse.
Barn.
Well, I can't remember where we played the night before, but we were going and we had some trouble with the Sprinter and pulled over, and Mac he's like, oh yeah, we're gonna be late, and I just said, I was like, Mac, it might not be the worst thing if we don't make this gig. And he was just like, well, what do you mean? It was sort of an oddly booked gig by a very ignoble manager who will remain nameless, but was disgraced.
Some of us know who you're talking about.
Disgraced himself on many fronts, but he. But so we made it. We got a repair done, and we made it to the gig. And I just remember we were playing. It was a good show, and I remember Mac introducing "Glad and Sorry" or something, going, "Hey, well, it's a song." And, and it was maybe 40 people in the room, something like that. And here's a song by my old friend Ronnie Lane. Do we have any Ronnie Lane fans in the house? And it was just dead silence. And Mac looked over at me and he goes, okay. And he as we were leaving, he's like, yeah, never again, Scrap. We should have. We won't be back to the Iron Horse. We had a similar experience with the Resentments there, if I'm not mistaken. Although it might have been better with them because Bruton had some fans up there. But let's see. Let's do a song since pulling from that latest record, and also another one that has a wee bit of a Halloween vibe to it. I fear the headlights and the sound of the city. I need the wild wind, the nitty gritty to be howling at your door. When I arrive, my skin may be torn or ripped apart by the heat and the thorn. I'll be howling at your door. Babe, you know what I've been through. much I believe. You understand how words can fail me. Baby, you know what I've been through. You know how much I believe. You understand how words can fail me. The separation of the night and the day, I don't care, I'll get there either way. I'll be howling at your door. The moonlight spill across the pine. You come in peace, honey, but so do I. I'm just howling at your door. Ooh, I'm just howling at your door. Oh, I'm howling at your door. Yeah, I'm howling at your door.
Oh my God, it's perfect. You're gonna have to do it as the Wolfman.
Bravo!
Yeah.
Yes, yes, children of the night. Skelly baby likes it.
You just need some burns. Just put
That's
some
definitely
burns
gotta
on
be
and a nice
good.
high collar T-shirt. That's it.
That's it. I'm doing it. Nick Cage style. The Werewolf's Kiss.
And
Yes,
Starburn style.
Now, ladies,
Starburns. Oh, I forgot about Starburns.
look at this. Miles is suited up. He's got a lovely shirt on. He's got a guitar in his lap.
Got his bagpipes.
What
He's ready.
happened?
The
And
back.
there's a live show on Friday, isn't there, Miles? For
Hey, Clark.
basketball?
Oh yeah, that's right. We're doing a Fastball's doing a parking lot party in the parking lot up in
Oh,
Cedar
wow.
Park. Get your tickets now. Juanita, you could drive in. You know, get
I
in the
know.
car.
Where's it
I'll
gonna
be
be?
there.
Cedar Park on Friday. It's actually Friday,
This coming Friday, yeah.
indeed. First gig out, live gig for me since March. So
Holy.
Same first one I've been to, live music I've been to since March. Yeah, so
I might-
Wow.
look forward to
well,
it.
so yeah, that'll be happening. And
How do they configure the layout? Do they have like make people stand like with a yardstick on either arm, or how do they?
Yeah.
I think people are
You
gonna
sit in the car.
sit on the hood of their cars,
Yeah.
it's a tailgate.
Wait a second. Is that
Folks.
Clark? Hey, what's happening, buddy?
Hey,
smoke
man.
cigarettes and
Tailgate.
stare at the
Oh, yeah.
moon.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tailgating.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be
I don't know. I just work here. I don't know what they're doing.
It's where you would normally have two cars nose to nose. It's every other one of those, and you get both of the spaces. So it's very spaced out, and you can be in your car or outside your car as long as you're in your little spaces.
I want to sit in your car, Sharon.
What?
I want to come sit with you in your car.
Well,
No barbecues and coolers like a football game. Though?
yeah, you can bring those if you want. Yeah.
The audience will be
Real hot
spaced
dogs.
out.
Hey, Bonita, don't
Oh,
feel
bad.
bad. Don't feel bad. She just means like they're quarantined. It's not.
Yeah.
She doesn't mean that she has any problem with you, Bonita.
I thought she did.
No, she
No.
And
Oh,
Miles,
sorry about that.
Miles, just to let you know that Danielle posted up the link to that show. In
Thank
the
you,
Facebook.
Danielle.
Excellent.
Yes.
Awesome.
Danielle's the best. Lady D in the house, everybody.
Awesome.
Coolers are allowed at the show.
Where is she?
Oh,
I
BYOB.
send her an invite for the show.
BYOB. Idea.
The audience will be spaced out, and so will the band.
Yeah. I might have.
per usual.
Oh, you mean stage plot? You don't mean.
So I'm gonna do a fastball song.
Right on.
Excellent.
Out of the sun, Sydney still shines. I'll send you a postcard from the back of my mind. Silver summer days drifting by. Step into light. I'm taking aim at finer things when you arrive. You cast no shadow, stealing a kiss. You think that it's real. Love is a drug, and life is a wheel. Silver summer days drifting by. Step into light. I'm taking aim at finer things when you arrive. You cast no shadow. Silver summer days drifting by. Step into light. I'm taking aim at finer things when you arrive. You cast no shadow. Step into light. I'm taking aim at finer things when you arrive. You cast no shadow. Thank you, friends.
Ooh, Lord.
Answer
Excellent.
yes.
Yeah, sweet stuff.
Nice
Great
one.
song.
Oh man, that was
Right.
great. I
Yeah.
wish I could be at that show, man, and I'm not just saying that. I wish I could come and see
Yeah.
it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Ah,
Danielle just posted on Facebook about how if you're not in your space, they require masks, and it's totally safe. I mean, even as heavily quarantined people as Billy and I are able to go. Yeah,
no,
it's safe.
Well, I hope you can make it. It's bound to be surreal for us, and the most surreal gig I've ever played was on a barge in Chicago. It was out.
What about the
Like-
boat that we did in East River?
That was a trip too. There's footage of that on YouTube. Check out our version of Get Yourself Together with Bruce Hughes on bass and backing vocals. A Small Faces song we
Yeah.
do. It's pretty
Played
cool.
it a million times.
But we also we also did a barge, and the audience was in the water. They were all in
Oh,
bathing suits in the water. It's the
Wow.
weirdest friggin' gig I've ever done.
wow.
Yeah.
Hey,
Isn't
Miles,
Fastball
Sarah.
also planning on doing a live stream at some point?
Well, yeah, we are planning on doing a live stream because there's this weird thing called Thunder Gong with
I'm not gonna say anything.
okay, you can check it out. It's happening in November. It's all these people like Fred Armisen and Brandy Carlisle, Nathaniel Rateliff, Seth Meyers, and Fastball is on the bill of this thing called Thunder Gong, which none of us knew. It turns out Tony somehow booked this gig and didn't tell any of us. We're staring at this poster going, this has got to be fake. You know, who's doing this? We got to shut him down or whatever. Like, this is ridiculous. This is a fake poster No one asked us. I mean, we'd love to play it, but no one asked us. And then Tony goes, "Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you.
Oh, wow.
I booked a gig." So we got to get him to book more gigs because that's an amazing lineup.
Yeah.
Beth Myers, awesome.
Yeah. So we're gonna tape something for that. So we're gonna also probably do a live stream. So stay tuned.
Yes.
And now Dr. Mr. Jeff Blankenhorn has a song just for this moment.
I think that before I take us out, is everybody with me? Can
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
First of all, I'd like to send out a few shout outs. First of all, I'd like to thank Mr. John Morocco Chipman for being our own personal Johnny Fever.
Redfish.
And I would like the emojis online as well as the tips to include this. He is a family man, and I would like that to be a good thing. Thank you everybody online. Thank you everybody who's watching us there. I've been enjoying the comments, and I also want to mention that in 2 weeks when we come back for our Day of the Dead show,
big news.
Big news is basically this. You know, we've been figuring out this whole thing. This is the 12th Resentments Together Alone that we've done. And we've been figuring out in the format from talking to a bunch of people things we could do to make it better. Long story short, there might be some changes. What we're trying to do is make it better for the people in the box seats and make it better for the people who are watching online. And so, just stay tuned. We'll put information online for you, everybody. But mainly, I just want to speak for everybody and say how grateful I am that we get to do this. And that it brings me so much closer to my people, especially in Austin, but with the resentments and all that stuff. And so I am 100%, I'm just nothing but grateful. And thanks also to Lady D for always putting out the tip information for everybody and putting in all these awesome, like Lady D, when you put out, like, she just put a thing on there for thundergong.org.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just like right there putting all those things in there. It's just so cool. So
Nothing
thanks.
gets by her.
Oh, she's the god of the revolution.
And so with that, I'm just gonna play us out with a song that my wife requested, and you know, she doesn't request very much, so she wanted to hear this, and I wasn't tuned up for it. But here we go. Thank you, everybody. Comes a time when you're drifting, comes a time when you settle down, comes a light, feelings left in, lift that baby right up off the ground. Oh, this old world keeps spinning round. It's a wonder tall trees ain't laying down. There comes a time you and I, we were captured. We took our souls and we flew away. We were right, we were given. That's how we kept what we gave away. Oh, this old world keeps spinning round. It's a wonder tall trees ain't laying down. There comes a time this old world keeps spinning round.
comes a time. There comes a time. Be good to each other.
Don't forget to vote.
Thank you, Plank.
My
Great
pleasure. My
show,
pleasure.
guys.
Thank you,
Thank
Jeff.
guys.
Thanks,
Bye.
Clark. I'm glad you
Great
made
show.
it. Thanks,
Mwah.
Sharon. Thanks, Bonita. Thanks, Lynn. Thanks, Cecily.
That's
Thank you to your wife. That was gorgeous.
everybody. Keep your eye out for the November 1st show. That's going to be we're really looking forward to doing that one. And guys in the band, if you'll stay on after we close the meeting, we'll chat for about 2 minutes. And thank you guys so much. We really had a blast.
Thank you.
you.
I'm in trouble.
Bye.
I'm in trouble.
Week.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.